With Pokemon Sword and Shield on the horizon, many of us are excited to use some of our old favorite Pokemon on the Switch. And since we already have confirmation that the app Pokemon Home will allow us to transfer our old Pokemon into these new games as well, it's pretty cool to think about how the Charizard you caught all the way back in Pokemon Leaf Green could get used in Sword and Shield. However, throughout the years there have been a special few Pokemon that you were not able to transfer up to newer games and as a result are stuck in old Pokemon games forever. I'm Mike from PokeTips, and today we're going to be taking a look at Pokemon that are stuck in older games and can't be transferred to new ones. For our first Pokemon, we're going to be traveling back to the games Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver, which came out almost 10 years ago. These games had a very special Pokemon, a spiky-eared Pichu. Getting yourself a spiky-eared Pichu can be pretty complicated. Back before Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver came out, there was a special event for something called a Pikachu-colored Pichu, which was basically just a shiny Pichu. However, this shiny Pichu had this special ability where if you transferred it to Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver, and then went to Ilex Forest and interacted with the shrine, this spiky-eared Pichu would come running out from behind the shrine, play with your Pichu, and then join your team. If you take this spiky-eared Pichu to Professor Elm, he'll actually be very interested in it and tell you a little bit about it. Apparently, this spiky-eared Pichu traveled through time with Celebi, and as a result, it can't evolve into Pikachu, and it also can't be traded because it needs special care. And since transferring Pokemon between generations is like traveling through space and time, the games will not allow you to transfer this spiky-eared Pichu out of Heart Gold or Soul Silver, meaning it's stuck in those games forever. Besides just having a spiky ear, another thing that makes this Pichu special is it knows the move Pain Split, a move that normally Pichu and its evolutions cannot learn. While you can't use this spiky-eared Pichu in any of the newer Pokemon games, if you do want a little spiky Pichu action in your life, in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate there's actually a skin for Pichu that gives it the spiky ear. It may be stuck in an old game, but at least it's not totally forgotten. An interesting little fun fact about this spiky-eared Pichu is that it has been confirmed that originally, instead of having a spiky ear, this was going to be a white Pichu instead. Also, while we're talking about Generation 4 games, I want to give an honorable mention to the Manaphy Egg. The Generation 4 games are the only games where you could see this special Manaphy Egg because obviously you can't transfer eggs to newer generations. Our search for Pokemon stuck in old games brings us next to the games Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. In these games, there's something called the Pokemon Contest Spectacular, a fun little minigame where you can earn lots of ribbons. After completing a contest, win or lose, a person is going to come up to you and compliment your outfit, and then tell you they have a Pikachu that's pretty fashion conscious. From there, this person will give you a special cosplay Pikachu, which will be very good in contests. Now, what makes this Pikachu so special is it can wear 5 different costumes: the Pikachu Rockstar, Pikachu Belle, Pikachu Popstar, Pikachu Doctor, and Pikachu Libre costumes. But this Pikachu doesn't stop being special there, because when it changes costume, it also learns a special move. The Rockstar gets Meteor Mash, Belle gets Icicle Crash, the Popstar gets Draining Kiss, the Doctor gets Electric Terrain, and Pikachu Libre gets Flying Press. However, just like our spiky friends, this Pikachu cannot evolve and it cannot be put in Pokemon Bank, which means it's stuck in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire forever. And once again, just like spiky-eared Pichu, this Pikachu gets a special reference in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate where one of the skins is actually the Pikachu Libre costume. Fun fact about the cosplay Pikachu, it's a pretty common misconception that people think that Pikachu has a black mark on its tail. A normal Pikachu does not, however cosplay Pikachu actually does. It's most noticeable if you take the costume off of cosplay Pikachu. Moving on to Generation 7, we're going to be focusing on Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon. In the world of Ultra Sun and Moon, there are flashing golden spots all across the Alola region called totem stickers. If you collect enough of these stickers and bring them to a man named Samson Oak, he will actually reward you for finding these stickers and give you a totem-sized Pokemon, which is basically a larger version of a Pokemon. Now this is where it gets kind of weird. Most of the totem-sized Pokemon can be traded back to Sun and Moon and put in Pokemon Bank with no problem. However, 4 of the totem-sized Pokemon, Marowak, Ribombee, Araquanid, and Togedemaru cannot be put in Pokemon Bank for some reason. The reason that I believe they won't let you put these totem-sized Pokemon in Bank is simply because in Pokemon Sun and Moon they didn't exist. All the other totem-sized Pokemon that you can transfer were originally in Sun and Moon as well, so if you traded them back to Sun and Moon, it wouldn't cause any issues. However, the weird part is some of the new Pokemon that were introduced in Ultra Sun and Moon, like the new Ultra Beasts, can be put in Pokemon Bank, and if you try to transfer them back to regular Sun and Moon, the game will just stop you from doing that. Why they didn't do that with these 4 totem Pokemon as well, I don't know. I'm hoping that by the time Pokemon Sword and Shield come out, they release an update to Pokemon Bank where you can put these 4 totem Pokemon in and transfer them over to the newer games. If these 4 Pokemon are stuck in Ultra Sun and Moon forever but the other totem Pokemon can be transferred, it would be a little weird. And last but not least, we're going to be talking about Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. In Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, you start off with a very special Pikachu or Eevee. These Pokemon are unable to evolve and unable to be traded, and even though it hasn't been 100% confirmed at the time that I'm making this video, it seems like these Pokemon will be stuck in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee forever as well. Since your partner Pokemon play such a huge role in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, like following you around everywhere you go, and being the Pokemon that allow you to travel across water or fly across the region, it wouldn't really make much sense in the world of Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee if you could just transfer away your starter. Imagine that, you're playing Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, but you got rid of the Eevee. Side note, I've actually done that before in another video by hacking the game, and the results are kind of weird. Interestingly though, in Pokemon Yellow version, the games that Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee are remakes of, you can actually get rid of your starter Pokemon by trading it away. However, since once again Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee kinda do everything they can to stop you from getting rid of your starter, it seems very likely that in the future these Pokemon are gonna be stuck in these games as well. And with that, my friends, you now know all of the Pokemon that are stuck in older games. What I found most interesting by making this list is that 3 of the Pokemon on it are all part of the Pikachu family. The Pokemon Company definitely loves their special Pikachus. In the comments section below, let me know if you could take one of these Pokemon from their old games and put them in Sword and Shield, which one would you choose? As always, my friends, thanks so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, and my friends, I'll be seeing you guys in the next one.